Hello, everybody. Welcome back to MF Rants with two S's for legal reasons and stuff. So, I know I said that this week I would start a new gaming segment for my channel where I play video games, but I'm still figuring out the Steam side because Steam's complicated and I still need to figure it out. So, yeah. But, luckily enough, throughout the day, I worked on Multiverse Bash. Since this could possibly, I can never talk. I don't know. This could possibly be the last multiverse match video for a while. I just decided go big or go home, and I'm not going home to my wife and kids, which I don't have. It's a joke. Anyway, I've filled out multiple charts of characters and costumes. So let's just start with numero uno, the best in the world, Tommy Oliver, the greatest Power Ranger to ever live. Also, rest in peace, JDF. Fun fact: I had a chance to meet JDF on I think it was called Paramorphicon like Transit or something, because it was in Texas rather than where it usually was. So I got to go there. It was pretty fun. I didn't buy any Power Ranger stuff for some reason. I was young. But anyway, we're starting with my personal favorite Tommy Oliver outfit, the Black Dino Thunder Ranger, which is going to be his base costume for the game. Well, I guess not technically, counting the other costumes. He'll have a system where you pick the costume at the beginning and that gives you that suit and those abilities. Just to explain it a little bit more. But yeah, baseline Black Dino Thunder Ranger. Next, Red Zeo, Red Turbo, which probably won't have that much because he was barely the Turbo Ranger. Next, White Mighty Morphin, one of the strongest, honestly. And lastly, Green Mighty Morphin. I should probably zoom in a bit more so you can't see the next one. Whatever. Yeah, let's move that. Next, we got the best bout machine, Kenny Omega. Of course, his base design is, I'm pretty sure it's from one of the dynasties, or maybe a double or nothing. I don't know. And that's base up. Then we get he's like a dragon Ishin, Yakuza like a dragon Ishin. He's a known fan of the Yakuza games, so he got to be a card in Ishin, which was pretty cool, which gave you the ability to do a really strong sweeping move. And next, this is him with the IWGP World Title. The gear also looks cool, so I figured he should be allowed to. Next is Kenny Three Belts, where he has two TNA belts and an AEW World Championship. I first swore he held the AAA Championship. I think the AEW belt is something he did, but he definitely had the AAA Championship at this time. I remember that much. And lastly, his Sephiroth. I don't know the silver-haired guy with the one wing. Yeah, Sephiroth. Yeah, his Sephiroth gear from when he faced someone. I'm a LARPer. I don't know all his NJPW matches. Back to the top. Next up, we got the Blue Beetleborg. I don't know why I said it like that. The Blue Beetleborg is one of my personal favorite Beetleborgs because he's the white dude and blonde, so he matches me. So yeah, this outfit, blue, classic, and next outfit, gold, Beetleborg Metallics. I think it was called Chromium Black or something. It was weird. Chromium Gold, maybe. But yeah, much more refined, more sheen. Yeah, just look at them, completely different. It's like you built this one on top of this one. Anyway, next we got Shadowboard as this outfit, just purely cosmetic, nothing else. So yeah, I like that. That was pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. Next we have a VR Trooper. I don't know which one this is because I never watched VR Troopers. But yeah, we have one for his cosmetic, just to throw in some extra pizzazz, some variety. And lastly, we have specifically the Masked Rider. from America because the attempt at Kamen Rider, which failed miserably, might I add. I just figured it would fit because, Super Sentai to American, that's just, it fits. It fits. Next up, we have my goat, my personal goat, the Super Scroll. Base design, classic Marvel vs. Capcom 3, you know. Next up, Earth's Mightiest Heroes design. That's pretty cool. I like that. I just like the design of all of Earth's Mightiest Heroes stuff. It was really good. Peak show, didn't deserve to end. Actually, I guess whatever. I liked it. Next, we have a skin that probably no one will use is the MCU Super Scroll, which is Gravik. I watched Secret Invasion, most of it. I watched the first episode. I didn't watch the rest because it sucked. It was really bad. Yeah. Next, we have an X-Men Super Scroll. That's pretty cool. I always love the idea of Super Scrolls that weren't just the Fantastic Four. I always found that was fascinating. Like the Illuminati Super Scroll or the Sinister Six Super Scroll. Those both exist. They're pretty cool. And lastly, we have the Superhero Squad Super Scroll. Primarily for the face and the colors, the bright, more vibrant colors would be a really nice addition to the cosmetics in this game. And next up, Agent Anti-Venom. His I never mentioned this when I first added him, but his anti-venom powers will be primarily inspired by Marvel Spider-Man 2. I recommend Marvel Spider-Man 2 to anyone who can play it. It's a really good game. Also, anyone excited for Marvel's Insomniac Wolverine? I'm excited for that. I'm stoked. Anyway, yeah. So his powers must be inspired by Spider-Man 2, and of course we have the Spider-Man 2 Agent Venom. You know, it's Harry's outfit. He was Agent Venom, and then we have comic Agent Venom, the proper colors, black and white, not white and black. Next up, we have Space. The when he was in space with the Guardian, Space. I would say Space Agent Venom. Space Agent Venom. He's cool. He'll probably have less guns, but and be bulkier for that matter. But it's cool. I like it. And lastly, we have the lingering imprint skin from Marvel Rivals because this is Agent Venom in Marvel Rivals, so that's pretty cool. I play Marvel Rivals. I don't enjoy it. It's like a solid 9 out of 10. It's a good game. Until recently, they nerfed the everything out of Ultron. I don't play Ultron. I feel disrespected as an Ultron fan. I found Ultron really cool, so it's really bad that they first off made him a strategist, but then they nerf him when he becomes a pretty good duelist strategist. Anyway, next up we got Leon Scott Kennedy. I know a lot of women are thirsting over Leon. But we're just gonna go over his costumes for today. So first off, we have his Resident Evil 4 costume with the jacket. Everyone loves the Leon jacket. Next up, we have his Resident Evil 9 outfit with jacket. It'll probably come off during the fight because people want to see no jacket Leon. But I think that'll be a running theme through his outfits. If he has a jacket, it comes off during the fight. Like if he gets damaged, he looks damaged. That's the whole point of the game. If you take damage, you look damaged. Next up, we have Resident Evil 2 Leon Scott Kennedy with the RPD outfit. Then we have RPD outfit 98, which is old low poly Leon. And lastly, we have I believe this is Resident Evil 5. I never played it. But I liked the suited Leon look. I liked it, so I figured it would be fun for the game. Anyway, next up, the Aura Farmer himself, Piccolo, Big Green. His base outfit will be with the hat and cape. His second outfit will remove the hat and cape. And I don't know how that's different. But I guess those will stay on during the fight. Next up is his Red Ribbon Soldier 94 uniform from Dragon Ball Superhero. I liked it. I thought the outfit was cool. So yeah, I'm happy to put it in the game. Next we have his casual fit. The only good picture I could find was a fan art where he's absolutely mogging the camera. But also he has a super tiny face. I don't know. It's crazy. Like look, itty bitty. I'm at max zoom in and I still can't see it. What are we doing here? Next up, we have Demon King Piccolo, who will be, I think, will be fun as a cosmetic because similar to the Injustice story, the Injustice gameplay. I mean, You switch the skin and it becomes like a different voiced character. I always thought that was super interesting in that game, so I'm trying to implement it in this one. You know. Also, another thing, I enjoy talking about this game like it's real, even though it's not. I enjoy talking about it because it just brings a smile to my face. It's something I can talk about for honestly ever. You know. So this really good. It was very grateful to create this to start on my channel, but we're just gonna keep working. Do you think we should do a second chart? I think we should do the second chart. Yeah, we can get through the second chart. Yeah, an extra long video while I figure out how Steam works. Next up we got Rick Grimes. Survivor of the Apocalypse. No, not really in the comics. He made it far. He just and if you're saying, oh, spoiler, the comic's been over for like a decade. Quit whining. But his base outfit will have his murder jacket, where he killed the most people and was the most insane. Next we'll have pocketed shirt Rick. I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I think that shirt's just super dirty. I'm gonna be honest. Next, we have season one Rick's outfit, which is just sheriff outfit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just bring in the hat. Everyone loves that. Next, we have comic book Rick in murder jacket, in case you want to have a little more cell shading to your skin. And lastly, we have Rick Grimes 2000, which was a comic that Robert Kirkman made, where Rick Grimes is in the future, I guess. And his outfit's clearly inspired by Invincible. If you could see it better, see if you see. I'm a seizure real quick. Sorry, if you could see it better. Next up, we got Sweet Tooth, PlayStation Go, a real PlayStation All Star, might I say? Wink, 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 wink. Whatever. Next, his outfit, TV show Sweet Tooth, which I get they're not too different, but one of them's Samoa Joe and the other one's not. It all makes a pretty good difference. And next up, we have his Outcast outfit. I never played Outcast, but I remember this was an old bundle thing with PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. It was cool. I thought it was cool, so I'm adding it in. Next, we have Twisted Metal 1 Sweet Tooth. Like, holy ooh. Like, look at him. He looks horrifying. He'll probably have a knife rather than like his big old machete thing on him. And last, we have Twisted Metal 4 Sweet Tooth with a crowbar and that hard ass fit. Look at that fit. It goes so tough. He got so much aura. And next, we have Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. Full Beskar fit. His next outfit will be season one Mando. Just starting out, ragtag armor, lost and found bin. You know, putting that together. Next up, we have cell shaded Mando. I said Mando like candle, whatever. But yeah, cell shaded Mandalorian with from Fortnite specifically. So get some Fortnite rep. Fortnite's a terrible game. I don't know why I used to enjoy it. Put so much money in that game. It's a problem. Next up, we got maskless Mando with Grogu on the back. That's going to be this cosmetic with get Pedro Pascal's face there, and get Grogu there. And lastly, an alt costume, Cobb Vanth. I couldn't find anything else because I knew doing Boba Fett wouldn't make sense. So I chose Cobb Vanth because I figured it would work. Similar rifle, jetpack, the works. Anyway, next up we got Optimus Primal. My favorite version of Optimus Prime, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I found this random, like, I'm pretty sure it's a third party action figure or something, where it's like plastic colors with the modern design. It looks really nice, so I used it. Next up, we got Transmetal 2 Optimus Prime, where his big orange gorilla purple thing. I don't know, I thought it looks cool. So it'll mostly be like primarily a model and color swap. Make it look like he transforms into three vehicles like he does in Toy. Next, we have low poly Optimus Prime from the original Beast Wars. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just get the low poly in there. Every character has at least something relatively low poly, you know. And last, no wait, second to last. Sorry, second to last. We got movie Optimus Primal. I think it was Rise of the Beasts or something. I don't remember the name. It was forgetful. They killed Bumblebee off, and then I stopped listening. Yeah, and that's we have action figure Optimus Prime. And I get that technically this is an action figure, but I figured this would be better. And it's like classic design. You know, yeah, yeah, you got it. Next we got Samuel Fisher, Splinter Cell. Yeah, I've made him in Siege. So that's the only reason he's here. I think he'd be cool, and I prefer him over Solid Snake because Solid Snake's the. So we have his actual main outfit in Rainbow Six Siege, where he's called Zero for some reason. We also have a more casual outfit from a Splinter Cell game, and if you look past the complete Shadow Realm that he's in, we have him in a mask in a more black suit. And lastly, we have a skin that is a different version of Solid, one that is not in Smash Bros. So I figured it would be okay to use whatever. Nobody saw. Next up on this graph, we got the guy who's the best at what he does, and what he does is pretty, I guess. I don't remember the rule thing, but yeah, we got Wolverine in classic tiger stripes to start out. Next, we have Wolverine's orange and black from that one X Men show that was really good. The name is escaping me right now. I'm angry, but yeah, get the classic suit. I remember I watched that a lot. Next, we have Venomized Wolverine. That'll lead to some fun interactions with other characters like Agent Venom. You know. Next, we have movie Hugh Jackman Wolverine, and people will say, "Oh, why didn't you use Deadpool and Wolverine?" No, we're using this one. Cry about it. And next, we have classic X Force. X Force is OG. We're gonna use this. Sweet. Next up, we got Casey Jones. Is this? Yeah, we're gonna get Casey Jones. He's one of the best characters in TMNT. He's a normal human fighting mutants and ninjas. He's so goaded. Next up, we got his outfit from Rise of the TMNT. I heard it was good. I never watched it. The outfit looked cool, so I figured I got it for those fans. Next up, we got 90s Casey Jones. Not movie, TV showcase with the cropped sweatshirt and all that. The works. Next, we have movie Casey Jones by Stephen Amell. I couldn't find a photo of classic movie Casey Jones, but I will replace it when I do find it. Because I'm not an evil man. I will not make this the only live action Casey Jones costume. And lastly, we have 2012 Casey Jones. Yeah, everyone knows 2012 Casey Jones. He's great. Goated, goated, goated. I don't know why I said it 3 times. Anyway, that's two graphs. So these can tide me and you over for a while till I get Steam recordings working. But anyway, that's enough for this episode of MF Rants with two S's for legal reasons and stuffs. And to quote Charlie Moist Critical, see ya.